Welcome back, everybody. My name's APrater54, aka Adam, coach of the McChesney Park Slowpokes. Today I bring you the draft analysis for the Gruesome Team Rocket format. This is VGC Best of 3, and what makes it so gruesome is Mons aren't saved in the draft, as well as the weeks we play. This is a sync draft, so we put a Mon as priority 1, priority 2, priority 3 each round for 10 rounds. But say, for example, round 1, one or more people put the same Mon as priority 1, it is immediately banned for the entire season, meaning you cannot drop for it, you cannot draft it, you cannot do anything with it, and it is just gone. And the other part of it that makes it gruesome is if you win, you get to steal a Pokemon from your opponent. You have 2 hours to claim what you want and drop a Mon from your roster. Meanwhile, your opponent will have 4 hours to pick up a replacement Mon. So this is going to be gruesome. The teams are going to be top heavy by the end of the season, and we are only allowed to save 1 Mon each week. Meaning, our saved Mon is the only Mon that can Terra. It's open Terra with preview, and we have to tell our opponent our Terra. So this got wild and out of hand round 1. We had somebody put priority Rillaboom, Dragonite, and Annihilate. So those Mons were immediately gone. They joined the pool of the several other powerhouse Mons like Shiyu, Chien-Pao, Roaring Moon, Walking Wake, Raging Bolt, Gouging Fire. All of those were already banned going in for this. But seeing Dragonite, Annihilate, and Rillaboom just completely gone made me smile. I don't have to deal with them. But what I ended up getting round 1 was Necrozma. Let's get something that's busted that can potentially 1 week be a broken Terra Captain. But, spoiler alert, I am not going to make it my safe Mon week 1. Each week we have to declare one. Will I do this coming to the next week? Probably. But I think we have to declare what we're saving after we play our week 1 game. But Necrozma being here with Prism Armor is incredibly good. Access to Heat Wave, Charge Beam, Light Screen Reflect. Gets access to Knockoff for bulky Mons. Access to Trick Room, Iron Defense, Calm Mind. Access to, well, it's not relevant in doubles, but even gets access to Stealth Rocks if I need to break a Sash coming in. Might set them, who knows. I'm a singles player at heart, I might have some fun with it. But Necrozma overall is incredibly tanky. Nice solid speed tier that can go both ways, whether it wants to be in Tailwind, Dragon Dance up, set up Trick Room, support the rest of the team, you name it. It is a functional round 1 toolbox, and I look forward to seeing what I can do with it again in doubles. I had so much fun with it before in Sword and Shield, but let's see what we can do with it in this format. Round number 2. I ended up getting the freest of Whimsicott. I can't even get this Mon in singles. I couldn't get it in regular draft format VGC because it's always stank for me. But I get it in sync draft so easily. Mainly because we can declare anything on the board. Basically, they alphabetize the draft board. There is no points. There is no tiers. Mons are just put in alphabetical order in sections of 4 letters. That's it. We have access to everything that's legal. So all in all, that is incredibly good. Whimsicott, Tailwind, Trick Room, Stun Spore, Light Screen, gets access to Misty Terrain, Grassy Terrain, Sunny Day. I can fluctuate things. Stop other opposing terrain teams. Really, really good. This is going to be perfect for the round 1 and round 2 Indeedis that were drafted. To set Misty Terrain, take that away from them immediately, and just call it a day. I don't have to worry about E-Force because I have Prankster Terrain setting. All in all, Whimsicott, fun little dude. Can set leech seeds and slowly wear down my opponent. I'll take it. Whimsicott, you're going to put in a little bit of fun, and we're going to see how this goes. Round number 3, the sprites on the home renders, the gifts were all corrupted. Well, this one didn't want to load, so I ended up having to get the one from online. That's why it looks like an animated Cerebi sprite. But Excadrill is my safe mon for the week. I don't want somebody stealing this. That and I can open Terra this. I just have to tell my opponent what it is. Access to Mold Breaker, access to Sand Rush, access to Sand Force. Incredibly good. Got a Monolith Levitate in front of me. Blow it back with Earthquake. Doesn't matter. I have Mold Breaker. I call that a win. Has Sand Rush. Be able to just outspeed my opponent naturally and blow them back. Incredibly good as well. Access to Iron Heads, Shadow Claw, Brick Break, X Scissor. High Horsepower, Bulldoze. Bulldoze will come in handy if I want to do a weakness policy set without nuking my own mon. Incredibly good. I'll take it. Excadrill, you're going to put in the finest of work, and we're going to see what we can do with you. Next, we got T-Tar. Nobody saw this as a surprise. I actually had to talk somebody out of taking this because they were thinking about getting it as well. Because it was a priority on one of their teams for several rounds. It's like, dude, can you not take this? Please? Please? And they let me have it. Thank you, Sandy. For not absolutely crippling me. And forcing me into Hippowdon or Sandaconda. I would have cried. But T-Tar being here with Sandstream and On Nerve, I can bluff Mold Breaker Excadrill, have On Nerve behind there. They can no longer use a Shuckleberry. I can bring On Nerve Air Balloon, be immune to my own Earthquake, and just blow things back. I'll take it. That is incredibly good. This can be both physical and special. Access to knockoff moves like Ice Beam, Ice Punch, multiple coverage moves. Tyranitar can do a lot of work. Even access to moves like Blizzard. Granted, I do have a very heavy weakness to fighting type moves with this, but it's fine. It'll work out in the long run. Whoops, I don't want to get rid of that. I want to get rid of this. And next, we got Brave the Milotic. This is my anti-intimidate spam on me. Can't parting shot on me unless you want to give me +4 special attack. You can run Adrenaline Orb to have Intimidate proc. You get +2 special attack. And just blow over the top of your opponent. That is incredibly good. I got this thing for steal. Alright, I also forgot to mention, round 3, Cresselia was banned. I was happy. So happy. I hate dealing with Cresselia in VGC format. But we got to this round. Nothing has happened. So far, there's only been 4 excessive bans. We're chilling. But Melodic is going to have a lot of fun for us. Being able to run Marvel Scale or competitive is amazing. It has access to Dragon Tail, access to Haze for Dozo Giri, so I can get rid of all the stats that it has. Incredibly good. Then I don't have to worry about losing to that. All in all, Melodic is a lot of fun. Multifunctional, access to Draining Kiss now, Recover, Scald. I'll take it. Doesn't have the best coverage in the world, but it puts in the finest of work for what it is. Okay, originally I drafted Glimmora because during round 6, I put Wheezing Galar, Wheezing, and Glimmora, and because I did it that exact way, both Wheezings got banned and Meowscarada. So now Misty Terrain and Neutralizing Gas are gone, unless somebody drafts Coughing. But instead I dropped... I hate ads. 1 second. If you hear the music go away and it's silent, I'm trying to get the ad to stop, but for some reason, YouTube Premium doesn't count to all your devices. You hear me say that a lot. But instead of Glamora, I picked up Galar Slobo and Grace because Quick Claw is not banned. I'm going to try and quick draw cheese people. This can be physical and special. Shell Shite Arm is kind of fun. This is another Trick Room setter. This also gets access to regen. I can swap out, get my health back, yada yada yada, slack it off. Have fun. Hopefully you do better than Slowking that I've been trying lately and it just doesn't want to work. But we'll see how it goes. It has quite a vast amount of coverage too, and I look forward to using it. Flamethrower, Ice Beam, Earthquake, Future Sight. Yeah, gets quite a bit. And we'll see what this mon can do. In round number 7, Sableye and Hisui and Zoroark got banned. We don't have to deal with Sableye being an absolute nuisance or shenanigans with Zoroark. I'll take it. But I ended up taking Cyclizar because Shedtail is not banned. And I want to see if I can actually get it off. Especially with a couple of my later round picks and with my Excadrill in general. Like, say I Terra Ghost 1 week and I know there's a fighting type on the field, I can just Shedtail my way out, go into Terra Ghost Excadrill and be like, hey, you can't touch me. I have a substitute now. Oh no. I'll take it. It gets access to Ice Spinner now. Gets access to Supercell Slam with the DLC, Power Whip. Gets access to Knockoff. Gets access to Double Edge. Shift Gear if I need to set up. All in all, I look forward to seeing what Cyclizar can do with support from my team. Having a fast U-turn is incredibly good, especially if I'm going to Trick Room and go into a slow boy. I can U-turn first, Trick Room. Now the slow guy's in next to me for free. I'll take it. And next, I took Chandelier, another mon that can go both ways. It's incredibly good in Tailwind, incredibly good in Trick Room if you can get it off. Slap an air balloon on here, click Trick Room, have the slow boys prosper, and we call it a day. This massive special attack stat's going to hammer people. And I look forward to seeing what Chandelier can do. This even gets access to Imprison, this gets access to Will-O-Wisp, gets access to Energy Ball, I believe. So this thing can hammer stuff. There might be weeks I want to make this the safe mon, just so I can Terra and blow back my opponent. That's kind of the joys of seeing what your schedule is. You can adjust your safe mon to at least have some slight advantage going forward. But I think we have to change it each week or just declare the same one. I don't know. I might get bored with Excadrill at some point and change it to a mon. But Chandelier, I want to see you put in the finest. And next. Originally was Hariyama, but I didn't like the defenses on Hariyama, even though it had 140 HP. It's not the bulkiest thing in the world, but surprisingly in Grace, Azu was still there. Alright, I got an offensive fairy and a supportive fairy. And I got a two bulky waters. Alright, I'll take it. This gets access to Huge Power, Sap Sipper, and Thick Fat. I can be incredibly hard to kill with Thick Fat. I can run Huge Power, or I can run Sap Sipper for the grass types to just bait in attacks. Alright, let's eliminate one of my 3 weaknesses. I'll take it. And then I'll swing over the top of you. This also gets access to Aqua Jet, Knockoff, Superpower, Play Rough. Yeah, I'll take that. And being able to Belly Drum and have Trick Room support next to it, I'll take it. Especially behind screens. We will see just what Azu can do. And last but not least, we head into the final round where I put Serena first in my priority because I wanted to stop priority moves from hitting me, and I guess somebody else did. So Serena, Tauros Aqua, and Amoongus got banned the final round. But I took Hippowdon because I just got done running like 4 different matches and I was the last one to pick. So I just threw Hippowdon out there. But in Grace, I ended up taking Zapdos Galar. For some reason, this went undrafted. This is incredibly good in this format because it is heavily Intimidate focused and Parting Shot focused. You are not going to want to do either one of those things against this and give me +1 attack. This has Thunderous Kick to lower my opponent's defense by 1, allowing me to swing over the top of it when it's weakened. That's also incredibly good. Granted, this thing lost Blaze Kick this gen. All in all, it's not a total loss, and I look forward to seeing what this thing can do. Access to Acrobatics, access to Knockoff now, gets Trailblaze, U-Turn, can do quite a bit. That and having a hard-hitting Brave Bird in this format that's just relatively hard to defend, especially since fighting kills the resists. I'll take it. But all in all, that is the team. Tell me what you guys think of the team in the comments below. Look forward to Season 1 of this format as I take on KC, coach of the Ninja Squirtles, Week 1, and their Terra Protected Iron Valiant. That is going to be a slobber knocker of a slugfest, and I hope you guys enjoy. Like and subscribe if you haven't, and enjoy. I will catch you guys later. Peace.